Frick. Courtesy, like when I got, oh, what is that? What's that? Oh my gosh, my heart dropped. That was just smoke from my candle. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is not going to be a tutorial or anything like that. It's going to be a Q&A, and it's not going to be a personal Q&A or really anything too much about me. It's just going to be questions that some people on my Snapchat or Instagram wanted to ask me. The first question: do you prefer buffalo or barbecue wings, and bone or boneless? I prefer buffalo wings. I love buffalo wings. That's my favorite food. And I prefer, I think boneless I prefer. Yeah, I prefer boneless. What are your opinions on weather? Weather's been terrible. What are your opinions on fake friends? I've had my fair share of fake friends. They know who they are. You'll have at least one in your entire life, and that's okay. You should just find some solid ones, which will be pretty hard, considering that everyone today on this earth is pretty phony and typical and ordinary. So as far as that goes, I just say keep it moving, you know. Don't really pay attention too much to people who are not really there for the long run, who are really there to take something from you, or never really were your friends to begin with. Screw everybody, it's okay. Find you some solid ones, and if you don't find a solid one, you got me, so don't worry. What's your opinion on people saying that makeup is used to hide a person's actual face and that makeup is bad? I think that's what they meant to say. I don't know other people's purpose of makeup. I know personally that my purpose for makeup is just to enhance my beauty. It's not to cover up my face. I actually like my face with not a lot of makeup. I like crap load of makeup, and I like no makeup. I just like the way I am. I don't use it to hide you know, my actual features or face or anything like that, because I'm not really too insecure about that. But for people that do use it to hide that stuff, that is not what makeup is for. It is to enhance your beauty and make you 10 times more beautiful than you already are, because no one is ugly. People are beautiful in their own way. That's not what makeup was made for. What made you start doing makeup, and how did you learn? YouTube. I went on YouTube and saw a whole bunch of people, you know, doing makeup and, you know, actually just, you know, being loved for it and even getting paid for it. And, you know, it's just so awesome. Like, I see people on YouTube and it's like, it just inspired me, and they're like superheroes to me, you know, people who just literally get, you know, this much, you know, attention just for doing what they love. And I just love makeup. It says, do you intend on going into a profession that deals with makeup? Probably not. If YouTube becomes my profession for doing makeup, then that'd be cool. But, you know, professionally, like going to school, maybe not. I just want something a little bit more promising. That could be promising if I decide to open my own shop or something, you know, be creative with it. But as far as what I'm thinking of now, I really don't want to do anything, you know, professional with it. So, how are you okay with being so independent? I try it and it makes me feel like crap about myself. I think you're kind of getting independence confused with loneliness. No, it's okay to be by yourself, because in life you're going to be by yourself, so you should learn now how to be by yourself. Independence isn't really that. Independence is more exactly what it sounds like. You're not depending on anybody for success or for happiness or for anything like that. And I feel like that's what everyone's doing today. They just want to depend on other people just to breathe and just to live and just to be happy, and that's not what independence is about. Humans were not meant to be dependent. Like, we're meant to, you know, figure out things on our own, and that's what I think independence is, not being able to rely on anybody else for anything in every aspect of life. Well, in loneliness, that's literally when you have no one to talk to, no one to vent to, no one, you know, you just feel like you're literally in this confined space by yourself. Like, there's people around you, there's people who talk to you and text you and call you, but you still feel alone. And I felt like that for a long time, ever since pretty much middle school. I felt really, I felt like an outcast yeah, that's the word, outcast. I felt really lonely, and I just felt so isolated. I, you know, really think that people should find happiness within themselves, and that requires being alone and being independent and, you know, figuring out what you want to do with yourself and focusing on things that don't drain you. The only person I really ever think I need to rely on is my mom, because she's my mom. So that's pretty much the only person I can think of where I would ever need. How do you feel about relationships in this generation? People just go into relationships looking to take, looking to see what someone else can give them instead of what they can give themselves. In my opinion, I feel like relationships goes both ways. You should be going into a relationship thinking, okay, what can I do to make this person's life better? Instead of thinking, hey, what can I get from this person? Attention, maybe I can get happiness, maybe I can get sex, maybe I can get whatever. People don't know what loyalty is, people don't know what boundaries is, people don't know what it is to just respect to one another. And I think that's the one thing, you know, people get confused with, is respect and communication. People, especially our age, don't really know what it is to be in a relationship. Even people older, our parents' age, don't know what it is to be in a very good relationship and don't know what the foundation of relationships should be. Everyone's minds are screwed up. So who is your top 5 girl best friends and top 5 boy best friends? I don't really have top 5. I don't really label everybody as important, you know, as another. But as far as girl best friends, I have 4 or 5 in Florida, like 3 or 4 here in Georgia, because I live in Georgia, and Florida I have like 4. So I'd say I have about 8 friends, 9 friends total. Guy best friends, I don't have a lot of guy best friends. I don't talk to guys, and the guys that are my best friends, they're gay, so I don't really have a lot of straight friends. Guys don't talk to me. I'm that girl that guys go up to and they like fist pump, they don't like hug, you know? So I just don't really have guy friends. What is your favorite song and movie at the moment? My favorite song at the moment, Goat 2.0 by Eric Bellinger. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I think that's how you pronounce it, Bellinger. And I think that's featuring Wale. Favorite movie at the moment? The Greatest Showman. That's my favorite movie at the moment. I like the orchestra, like the soundtrack, the acting, like the actors that they used. It was amazing. Who is your favorite singer and actor? My favorite singer, I'd have to say Lady Gaga. I don't listen to her like every day of my life, but when she drops those albums and drops those songs, I will be blasting Lady Gaga like nonstop. I like her as a person. Her music is obviously amazing. She's a great singer, but that's my favorite singer, like personality-wise. My favorite actor, I'd have to say it's Taraji P. Henson. Taraji, yeah, I love her. I think I have some questions on Instagram. I'm gonna put Instagram instead of Snapchat. I hope I'm not like looking at a whole bunch of Snapchat questions and not going to Instagram, because, you know. What do you plan to do with your life outside of school? What I plan to do, I plan on being a forensic pathologist. Forensic pathologist is pretty much a fancy term for a medical examiner, which is the person who goes to the crime scene, figure out how the victim died, when did they die, if it was a homicide, a suicide, or whatever. Yeah, some people don't know what that is and I have to explain, so I'm just gonna explain it now. But that's what I wanna do. What qualities should I look for in a guy? You should look for things like common courtesy. Believe it or not, guys these days, they don't open the door for you. They don't, not even the car door. They don't pay for lunch or dinner. They ask stupid questions like, are we together? Like, are we paying together, or are we splitting the bill? You also look for a mama's boy. You want a guy who has respect for his mother, who loves his mother, because 9 times out of 10, if a guy does not respect his mother, he won't respect you. You should really, like when you're in a talking stage with a guy, you should really look at the little things. When I mean the little things, I'm like, you know, maybe how he reacts when you're with other guys, or how he reacts when you don't reply to him, or you should really look at stuff like that, because guys show their colors without really realizing it. So you should just look for things like that. See how he treats, maybe if he has siblings, see how he treats his siblings, you know, see what other people think of him. I know that sounds crazy, like, oh, don't listen to other people, but you should look for what other people think of him, because That can say a lot about a guy. This is a real personal long question. How do I know whether a girl is bad for me or will be a good girlfriend to me as far as loyalty? And he says, I've been cheated on multiple times and it just makes me wonder why girls don't know how to be honest with me. By the way, when I mean cheat, I mean she's actually done things with other guys. When you say done things, I think I know what you mean, which is, sorry. Things guys tend to miss when it comes to girls is how they treat themselves, as far as, you know, their morals towards certain stuff like sex. Also, these girls out here too, it's they expect guys to respect them and have, you know, but they can't even respect they can't even respect themselves. And I've heard guys say that. I've heard those words come out of guys' mouth. I don't respect females because they don't have respect for themselves. You need to find you a girl who has respect for herself. Find you, she doesn't have to have like, you know, be all about God or you know, want to save herself till marriage, or, I mean, I'm not saying that there's something wrong with that, because I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying at least find a girl who knows how to keep, you know, her legs closed, you know what I mean? Gotta get yourself a girl who knows what it is to respect herself, knows what boundaries are, know what, you know, it is to just think for others, who's very selfless. That sounds crazy. You need to get a girl who's selfless, who, you know, who's very courteous to other people, and you just need to learn how to read people. You need to know how it is to be alone with a female without doing anything with her, so you get to know her true self and you get to know what her views are with somebody, because people just want to jump into so much things and relationships and stuff without really getting to know the person. You could take a month to know the person, you could take 6 months to know the person before you get into a relationship with them. Like, it's really up to you. You just need to take time to really analyze this person and see how they really are, because without doing that, you're not going to know how this person is going to treat you in a relationship. She could cheat on you, she could do other things, and then there's just too much to it, which is why you need to take that time to really observe a person and see how she is and how she's going to treat you. Do girls like it when guys are brave and make the first move, whether it is going up to her or texting her on Instagram? What? Oh, okay, I know what he's saying. Okay, so girls do like it when guys make the first move, like when they're maybe, you know, a little brave, a little confident, not cocky, confident, you know. They go up to them without, you know, shaking and like, you know, hey, what's up? What's cool? You know, just have a conversation and, you know, go back and forth, kind of vibe each other. And if she rejects you, then I'm sorry, man, just on to the next one. Oh, it is nice when a guy's brave, and even when you're talking to a guy, when you're talking to a girl, girls don't like it when, you know, when you try to like, girls like it when you make the first move, like, hey, can I call you? Or, hey, you want to go out? Or, hey, text her first. Like, just text her first. Or, you know, don't wait for her to text you first, because she's best believe she gonna wait for you to text her first, and then she gonna think, should I text him? And then it's just too complicated. So yes, you should always make the first move. And that goes for girls too. I mean, you should really just get to know what a guy's intentions are before you even get into that talking stage, because I had that happen to me so many times where I'm like, oh yes, me and this guy we're gonna be like this, and we're gonna be together, and then no, you, like, half the time the guy don't even want a relationship. He's like, I want somebody to talk to, I want somebody to just send me nudes. You know, you don't know what guys' intentions are, so it's best to just figure out what it is at the beginning, and then if it's what both of you guys want, then, you know, that's good. If it's not, oh well. What are your opinions on sex before marriage? I was just talking about that. Well, I'm not having sex before marriage. Everyone has their opinions on sex. Some people don't want to have sex with someone random. Some people don't care. Some people want that relationship before they have sex with somebody, and some people want that commitment. Some people want that commitment when they have sex with somebody. And like I said earlier, some people just don't care. But me personally, that's what I'm doing. I think that's the best way to do it. Some people can't wait till marriage, and that's cool. I mean, do you, boo? but I feel like that's the only way that I'd feel safe giving myself to someone, because people don't look at sex like that. You're giving yourself to someone. You're giving your body, your soul, and your mind, and your spirit, everything to someone else, and people don't look at it like that. But I think sex is that deep. Some people don't think sex is that deep, but I do. So that's just my opinion. But you don't have to follow my opinion. If you do, cool. If you don't, that's cool too. Why have you been single? I've been single because I have not met a guy that meets my requirements, and I've also met guys that just don't want anything more. Some guys just don't want a relationship, you know, they just want something else. So I just kind of just been riding my own wave, you know, just been chilling. Also, for some sort of reason, guys are afraid to approach me. I've been told that many times, like I'm scary or something, like people don't like talking to me because like they think I'm gonna like punch them in the face, which isn't true. I'm like really nice and I'm really chill. But yeah, let me see if there's any other questions. Any other questions? Any other questions? What is your opinion on Tarte's latest release on the foundations? Tarte is messing up. Tarte, you got some explaining to do. When Rihanna launched her Fenty Beauty line, she came out with a bang! She had 40 different shades for every other undertone, every skin tone, everything, okay? And then Tarte has the nerve to come out with 3 shades that are like three dark shades. Are we still doing this in 2018? Don't even get me started. Sorry, I can't talk about it no more, because that's just gonna get me heated. Do you think it's necessary for everyone to go to college? No. There's lots of people, you know, who are successful in life who didn't go to college. I advise strongly, if you do not have anything really going for you to where you don't need college, I suggest you go to college. If you have this bigger picture in your mind, I want to do this, how about you picture it while you're in college? Because I'm just letting you guys know it's pretty hard to find a job with anything less than a bachelor's degree. So I do advise at least getting a bachelor's or an associate's degree. I don't, you know, advise someone not going to college and chilling at home just because they just said it's okay to not go to college. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you aspire to do something bigger within your life, dream big. I'm down for that. But my problem is when people just sit around at home, you know, when they could be at school, and then 10 years from then they wonder why they can't find a job. So, I mean, dream big, and I don't think everyone needs to go to college, because college isn't for everybody. Some people just don't like school. That's just how it is. But I do suggest doing something, maybe go to the military or, you know, something. But yeah. What's your favorite restaurant? Dining? You mean like fancy restaurant? My favorite fast food restaurant, I would have to say, if not Chick-fil-A, Chipotle. Chipotle or Chick-fil-A. Can't choose between the two. Chick-fil-A. My favorite like restaurant to go out and eat, I would have to say Fridays or Olive Garden. Yeah, Fridays or Olive Garden. They're both really good. Some of these questions are, I can't talk about it, but I'll answer them individually. Like I'll answer you individually. Can't really see. What age should people start having sex? I don't think any younger than 18, but I'm not naive, so whenever you're ready, boo. Whenever you're ready. What is your opinion on Atlanta, and do you like living there? Atlanta is overrated. I think the hype is a little too up here. I do live in Metro Atlanta. I live in the suburban part, so I don't live in the city, but I've been to the city enough to know that it's overrated. Favorite affordable foundations? I've only tried Milani Conceal and Perfect and the Maybelline New York Fit Me, because I only own 2 foundations, so I don't really branch out. I don't get out of my comfort zone. And I'm in the shade Cappuccino for Fit Me, and I'm in the shade Amber for Milani. These are both really good full coverage foundations, and this one is like $5 at Walmart, and I think this one is like $8 or $9 at Walmart. So this is very affordable. Okay, dolls, so that's it. And I hope you guys found my answers satisfactory. Did I say that right? I hope you found my answers satisfying. There you go. And that they helped in some type of way. And I hope to see you guys soon. Okay? And I thank you guys so much for watching and asking me questions. And I hope to see you guys soon back on my channel.